some weekly maintenance, much needed on the pond this week. So just spin you around. You can't really see in there at the minute, but somewhere near where that Orangi Ogon is, there's a mid-feed 4-inch that goes and feeds my nexus. Goes all the way down the back of the pond to my nexus. Now there's a cage over that, and I can pull that off and put an Owazi floating skimmer in the pond, which I'm planning on possibly doing this week at some point. I'll try and do a video on that if I can. Snap back to you in a bit. Quick walk around the filter shed. Bit of a mess at the minute. I need to sort it out, to be honest, but just finding time. Right, I'm going to clean the nexus as that's dropping. And I think the sieve needs a clean. Grass needs cutting big time. And the window needs cleaning. It's only been a couple of days on that window, it's ridiculous. There's the fish. Give that nexus a good old clean. Right guys, just about to clean my nexus. If anyone doesn't know how to clean the nexus, I'll just do a brief video. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but probably hundreds of videos out here, but this is what I do. Valve off, pump off. There we have it guys. Let that bubble for about 25 minutes, come back to it, and I'll snap back to you when we're done. Right, we've drained that off and we do a couple of purges. That's pretty clear now. I've already done 3 purges, so, but you get the drift. Purge that out, let it drain. I'll snap back to you in just a second because I can't do that one-handed. Right, back with you guys. Gonna open up the valve, switch the air around. As you can see, this nexus is bubbling slightly different, guys. I've got a 18mm perforated diffuser all the way round. I replaced my ring. I was fed up with it forever blocking up, so we just turn the pump back on. Wait for that to kick in. So yeah, back to that. This is a Nexus 200, no sorry, Nexus 220. I've had this for years. They hold 200 litres of media. I have got 260 litres of media in there, and probably still room for more, because I'm using a diffuser ring that runs all the way around. I replaced the original Nexus air ring because it was forever blocking up. It was getting on my nerves, so I replaced it for this, and I'm on a 100 litre per hour pump. I've got an Airtech 130 there, but I actually use that one, and you can see how well that's moving. I could probably fit another, I don't know, 25, maybe even 40 litres of media in that, and it's still fine. So yeah, right, that's how you clean your Nexus, mate. Cheers guys. Right guys, 2 days after putting the clay in, it's still a little bit murky. See the fish. They seem to be loving it at the minute. It's warmer, a bit warmer weather. Now I'm toying with the idea, although it's a lot of maintenance, of putting my Trident back in, my Trident upflow easy back into my Nexus. I'm suffering with a fair bit of fines at the minute as well. Well, I say fines, it's not just fines, it's like particles as well, isn't it? So I might put that back in. Yeah, it doesn't help that my sieve is pumping straight back into the pond either, to be honest, but until I've got a backy shower, I can't do anything about that. At least I'm removing the bulk of the waste. I should give them a little bit of food in a minute. Yeah, so the other day I did a clip, so like down there, halfway down as a mid feed, it runs all the way down to my Nexus. I've got a cage on it. I'm going to think about putting my I've got a 4-inch Aqua 40 floating skimmer, a bit like the Awazi ones that Phil from Telford Koi have got. I'm thinking about putting that one in. I'll show you that in a minute. Spin you around here. There's my Trident. I'm thinking about putting that back in a minute. Yeah, I might do that in a minute. See what I can do. Have a quick recap of my little setup. I've had a bit of a tidy up in here. Put my food at the top. Mediclay. PP. Done some water tests, everything's alright. Fittings. Hydrogen peroxide. More food. In this bin here, we've got a 50-50 mix. Takazumi High Growth and Takazumi Gold. You wonder why that sleeper's on there. It's because when I do a boil on the centre, this pops off and all my K1 micro goes all the way around all over the place. So yeah, quick spin round. This is the 4-inch skimmer that's going to go in. I'm getting a lot of floating debris on the top of the pond. It's doing my nutting. There's a little filter sponge inside there as well. Yeah. Microscope. Spin you around. Yeah, if you can see all these trees all round, they just leave an awful lot of like pollen or dust or whatever. Yeah, if you look, you might be able to see it on camera, I'm not sure, but yeah, look at the surface of that. So yeah, hopefully if I put that Trident back in, it might help a little bit with the particles until I get a backy shower. That would definitely help. And then if I put a skim on, it should sort out that. But yeah, it's getting there. It was clearer the other day, but then obviously I put the clay in, put salt in, and it's gone a bit murky for the last 2 days, so that doesn't bother the fish. Ammonia nitrites are still fine. That was much needed to do in there. desperately needed cleaning. Did my head in. Yeah. Right, I might snap back to you in a minute. Hi guys, back again. Just a quick recap. I fitted that floating skimmer in the corner there, but it didn't really work that well. Although it's 4-inch, it wasn't filling up the nexus fast enough, basically. So I've got a 10,000 vari pump on the nexus, and it was pulling out of the bio quicker than it could get into the nexus. I did a full filter clean before I did it. It didn't make any difference. I've got a vari pump 10,000. It's running 25 watts, so I think it's about 20%, 25% maybe. So it should have kept up with it, but it didn't. So I've put the mid feed back on. Fish having a bit of grub. You can already see that the trident's already started taking some of the fines out. But I have got on order a 250 micron mesh, so I'm going to have a little play around in the week for the centre of the easy, or possibly where the water comes out of the bio chamber into the sort of pump chamber, if you like, where the exit chamber of the nexus. Toy in between, either putting it inside the easy where you put your pipe down to do your clean, or in between where that metal grid goes, in between the in between the exit chamber and the bio chamber. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you.